MSNBC recently did an interview with AOC regarding the Green New Deal, and it went really well in her favor. But of course, Chris Hayes had to ask a question regarding socialism. Now, typically, most interviewers ask AOC, are you like a socialist? Why are you a socialist? But this time, Chris Hayes tried to be like cool and hip and stuff. And so he decided to say, you know, like all these people out there, they're like calling the Green New Deal like socialism. What do you have to say about that? Take a look.
But then the people that are listening to this, right, and are saying, I feel you on the climate. Agreed. It's getting hot. But like that sounds like socialism. That sounds big. No, I'm serious. Like that's a big. You're talking like a. Okay, all right. Good. Yes.
So
good. But I'm saying not everyone applauds when they hear that, right? They're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're talking about this huge mobilization, and I'm like, I don't trust the government can pull this off.
Well, you know, here's a couple of issues here. One is that, you know, if you want to bring up these labels and this, that, and the other and have that whole conversation, that's a whole other thing. But the one thing that we cannot rebuke and the one thing that we cannot deny is that climate change is a problem of market failure and externalities in our economics. And moreover, ExxonMobil knew that climate change was real and man-made starting as far back as 1970. The entire United States government knew that climate change was real and human-caused in 1989, the year I was born.
That was a great response to that question. So first off, shame on Chris Hayes for scapegoating that question onto the American society. Like, he needs to own up that the people that are calling AOC socialists are him. That's it. Just him and his mainstream media buddies. All the people at MSNBC, all the people at CNN, Fox News, they're the ones calling AOC a socialist. Americans are not calling the Green New Deal socialism because 82% of them support the Green New Deal. And you could hear, like, in response to this question, I challenge you guys to play this video again. You'll hear in the background, these people were just like, hey, they were getting all really mad and riled up and stuff the second he used the word socialism, because that's just a trigger word. It's a word of scaring the viewers of MSNBC. And so shame on Chris Hayes for doing this. But on top of that, bravo to AOC to giving a great response. Like, understand this, guys. A really good politician is someone who can answer the same question in many different ways and still make all good points. I've never heard AOC talk about ExxonMobil and the US knowing about climate change for decades now. Most politicians, what they do is they tout the same talking points over and over again, but that was brand new for AOC. And so I think it's really impressive that every time she's asked this question about the Green New Deal, she has a different layer to add to for the American people to join her side. And so if the first talking point didn't work, maybe this talking point will work. And if this one doesn't work, I'm sure the next time she's asked about the Green New Deal, she'll have another facet to project onto her audience. I think that's brilliant. But of course, you know, MSNBC with their socialism